Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then I got episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same, boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C might get this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot, boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, this like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand us not the same. This the podcast, and we call it not the same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigned. Then I got episode about the part we not the same.
Sweet, well.
Yo. We are back, episode 70 of the Not the Same Podcast Sports Show, hosted by this one word. See, Micah, that one word over there. Did I say season 2? 70 of season 2 of the Not the Same Podcast Sports Show. I think it's 70. Man, let me just be sure. Let me be sure that I'm sure. Hold on, bro. It's 71 word. We live. We ain't got time for all that. All right, man. Listen. If you're watching us right now exclusively on YouTube and Facebook, and if you pirate streaming with your pirate self, pirate yourself over here and do what you see on the screen. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to Not the Same Podcast. And lastly, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we are live as we is right about now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Also, we want to give a shout out to our rebroadcasters, man. Our MTMB Sports fam. You see them on the bottom left-hand corner. Listen, man, stuff getting ready to start. NBA season kicking off, so it'll be really popping over there real quick. We got the Red and Bowl with our homeboy. Dang, I can't even think of my man's
Will
name.
Smith.
Man. Yeah, golly, my bad, Will. Charge it to my head, not my heart. How they be saying being all deep. No, but Red and Bowl, you got football season coming up. The MTMB Sports famo, they got a lot of stuff going on in their network. You got Red and Bowl covering the Kansas City Chiefs. You got the main call with our homeboy Wildress and The Voice. Sports Talk with C with my girl C Monroe. You got a bunch of shows that's over there. Pretty Girl Loves Sports. It's a bunch of things, and the 494 also will be coming back full force once this NBA season kick off. So shout out to our MTMB Sports famo, man. Live Show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, Parable Radio, RYC Praise News, His Hop Radio and Podcast Network, 520 Collective, and the Kingdom Now Network. Special shout out to Live Show TV. They aired.
Big salute.
Big salute for picking up the sports show. They were already playing our Thursday shows and the Bible studies. Now they got all 3 streaming over there. So mad salute to Live Show TV, man. They showed mad love. And they played their first sports episode number 1 for them of the Not the Same Podcast Sports Show, which the name will be changing soon, folks. So just get ready for that. We're doing some revamping. You dig?
Yeah.
All right, man. Without further ado, man, let's go ahead and see what is popping. Somebody tell me what's popping. All right, this is our What's Poppin' segment. We talk about the latest and greatest in all sports, all the ones that we cover, which is most of them. We ain't getting into no lacrosse or nothing unless they do something wild. But other than that, the top 4, we dig and we own it. So let's get it, bro.
Ladies first. Listen, man, I said this last. Ladies first. WNBA news, man, going to those power rankings. Look, the Minnesota Lynx are still doing their thing without Nafisa Collier. They're number 1. Number 2 are the Dream. Atlanta Dream that moved up. Liberty, number 3. They still hanging in there, even though both Nafisa and I'll get into this in a minute, both Nafisa and Breonna Stewart are out, but their teams are still going. They got some good squads. The Phoenix Mercury are number 4, and the Aces. We haven't talked about the Aces all season long. Right. It's like they're trying to get their chemistry up because they got some new pieces on the squad, but they're number 5 in the power rankings. Injury update. Chicago Sky, Angel Reese has been out with a back injury. So she's been dealing with that. I think she's missed the last 5 games or so. Caitlin Clark of the Indiana Fever, she's still, there's no timetable on her groin injury. She can barely put pressure on it, but she's still trying to move forward with that. Minnesota Lynx, Nafisa Collier is still out due to the ankle sprain, but the Lynx are 9-1 in their last 10 games. That just goes to show you and they're on a 5-game winning streak right now. Prayers up for Cameron Brink, man. I hope that the injury from that made her miss all last year doesn't start a string of injuries. She's out right now with an ankle injury, and when you're not playing,
man, she just got back.
She just got back, but Cameron Brink is out right now. She's day-to-day with an ankle injury. And the messed up part about that, which y'all fail to realize if you've never played sports, when you go out and you miss a whole season, your body is not in competition mode. So when you get out there and you start playing, then other parts of your body like, hold up, one word, we moving too fast.
Exactly.
And you're subject to injury very, very easy. Liberty Breonna Stewart is still out with a knee injury. No timetable on when she's coming back. But again, the Liberty, the Lynx, they're still playing at a high level with the rest of the squad that they have. And I think it's going to be a finals rematch from last year, to be honest, man. I think Minnesota and New York could go back at it again in the finals. This is just my prediction. I could be all the way wrong with Minnesota taking it this year. That's just my opinion. I think it's going to be a little different. What's your thoughts, bro?
A couple more additions, man. I'm just seeing this on the screen here. Clark is progressing, but she's still not practicing.
Right.
Big shout out to Asia Wilson, man. She had a heck of a week, man. You know, I think she dropped like 50-something on one game. The next game, 30-20. First one ever in the NBA to have a 30-20 game. Big salute to her, bro.
And it's showing because they're number 5 in the power rankings now. You know what I mean? So it's like I said, chemistry, getting used to it. They lost some players, they added some players, and you just don't get out.
Some of the players are aging now too. Chelsea Gray is not what she used to be. You know what I'm saying? No. And then they traded away Plum, I believe.
Plum,
So you know, and then Jewel Lloyd, who came over from Seattle, she hasn't been what they thought she would be. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of adjusting for that team.
It's like the who said this? I think Donovan Mitchell said it. He said people think this is 2K. You can just trade a player and then it's just going to all work. And it doesn't because Jewel Lloyd has a certain way she plays.
Right.
Like you said, Gray is getting older. You have Plum there. So that chemistry where they were winning championships is gone. And it takes chemistry to win a championship. It's just not plug and play all the time. Even with the Golden State Warriors, when KD got over there, it wasn't a plug and play. When LeBron got to Miami and Chris Bosh got to Miami, it wasn't a plug and play. They had to learn their roles in that new format, man. And it just takes time. It takes time. But moving on, speaking of basketball, moving on to NBA news, man. The NBA released its schedule for the entire 25-26 season. The season kicked...
Parts of it, not the whole season. The highlights.
Not the highlight of the season. Let me talk the big games, such as MLK Day, the NBA Cup, Christmas Day in the opening. Now, the dog days of the season is not out quite yet. But these are the games that matter, that everybody will be watching. The season kicks off October 21st, Rockets versus Thunder. So you got KD going, NBA petty for this. You got the Rockets. What's going on, Higgins? You got the Rockets going back to OKC where it all started for KD, even though it started in Seattle. But my point is KD could have did that. And those fans haven't forgiven KD for leaving all them years back. And now they got a championship, and they're going to raise a banner in KD's face when his Rockets come to town. You dig what I mean? And then you got the Warriors and the Lakers. Go ahead, bro.
Did you see on social media where the fans was getting at him like, yeah, you got to come see exactly what you said? He said, well, it's about bleep time. It's been like 10 years. KD be snapping back on them folks, boy.
He be ready for the smoke. That's one thing I will say. He be ready for the smoke. Then you got Father Time and Time 2. And Curry and and LeBron going up against each other because them brothers, it's phenomenal what they doing as far as body goes. And what I mean by that is just keeping themselves healthy and in NBA shape. Running that 94 feet is not a game, bro. No, it's not a game. Shoot, LeBron's up there, Curry's up there, and they're still moving with speed like they've been doing and averaging the points that they've been averaging. It some people in their prime don't even average, and that's just real talk. So that's the kickoff on Christmas Day. It'll be broadcasted on ABC and ESPN, and I want to highlight where these games will be broadcasted because that new contract kicks in this season. It's different. Yeah, so Christmas Day, you got the Cavs versus the Knicks, possible Eastern Conference Finals. Spurs versus Thunder, Mavs versus Warriors, Rockets versus Lakers, T-Wolves versus Nuggets. That'll be on Christmas Day. On MLK Day, you got it broadcasting on NBC and Peacock because Peacock is in the business now. So MLK Day, Bucks versus Hawks. The Hawks are always on MLK Day. I don't care how sorry it is. It's just what it is.
Well,
it's ATL, baby.
We're supposed to be as well, but we got a special out of country game, but I know you're getting
that. No.
Both of them teams should always be on MLK Day.
MLK Day, they definitely should be.
Yep.
Thunder versus Cavs, Mavs versus Knicks, Celtics versus Pistons.
Yeah.
You said it was a special game.
Yeah, we're playing in Berlin in Germany the day before.
Okay.
Playing the match like back to back. I think one game is in Germany and the other one is like in Paris or something.
The Magic gonna be tough this year, by the way.
Facts.
Hey, now over to the NBA Cup. Got one of your boys, Bane, from Memphis. So NBA Cup broadcasting primarily on Amazon Prime Video. The only two games that won't be on, and this is the Cup. The Cup runs from October 31st through November 28th, with the championship game being in Vegas. There are only two games that will not be on Amazon Prime Video: NBC and ESPN, and get a game apiece. And those some games like Lakers versus this is on the Cup. This is for the Cup. Lakers versus the Clippers. ESPN said, we getting that. Y'all won't get that on Amazon Prime. We need the big boys to take over. So that's one of the games that they'll go. Also, last in NBA news, man, and I want your thoughts on this before we move forward. The NBA releases the best big three in the league by team, according to NBA.com. Right now, number one, the best, we're going to 1 through 5 in an honorable mention. Number 1 are the Thunder, SGA, J-Dub, and Holmgren. Number 2 are the Nuggets, Joker, Murray, and Gordon. Number 3 are the Cavs, Mitchell, Mobley, and Garland. Number 4 are the Rockets, Durant, Sengun, and Amon Thompson. I'm not sure about the Rockets being in there.
We ain't seen them play one game. How do we know? Right.
And then number 5 are the Clippers, Leonard, Harden, and Beal. And I'm not sure about the Clippers either, because we ain't seen Beal with that squad. Honorable mention was the Lakers, which is Bron, Luka, and Reeves. I think Bron, Luka, and Reeves could have been number 5, at least. You dig one of them somewhere in there, but I don't think the Rockets or the Clippers should have been in there, because you're adding new pieces to that, and we just talked about chemistry, bro.
Yeah, I fully agree with that top 3. You know, maybe not the same order, but OKC got to be first. They just won the chip. You know what I'm saying?
They just won the chip, right.
But Denver too. I mean, if Denver would have been the 2 seed, they would have played for the for the Western Conference Finals. Both of them. That would have been no team, because those were the 2 best teams in the West to me, and it's not really even close in my opinion. But I think I agree with those 3 being the top 3. Those other 2 teams shouldn't even been in there, because like what you said, they just got together. We don't know how they're going to play. We don't know how it's going to work out. And okay, if you got eyes, Beal is past his prime. Now I think Beal will be a great number 3. You know what I'm saying? But he's past his prime, in my opinion. And as for KD, you know, it may be good, may not be. I mean, I think it's going to be good, because I think that team was a 2 seed without him. You know what I'm saying? You basically replace Dylan Brooks for KD. You know, so you lose the defense, but you get way more offense, way more efficient offense. And KD is no scrub on D. He play a little D. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing like when he was playing for the Warriors, but he still play D a little bit. So, I agree with the top 3. The rest of them, though, is trash.
The rest of them. I mean, even the honorable mention could have went into the top and number 5 if that's what you was going to do. But they gave them boys an honorable mention.
You could have threw New York in there. I mean, they got a good top 3 in my opinion.
Mikal, Brunson, and Cat.
Yeah, that's a great top 3 in my opinion. Better than the last 2.
3. Yeah, but you know they don't try to give the Knicks too much love on on a lot of stuff. Only when it comes to TV and media they give the Knicks love. Outside of that, it's almost like the team that everybody loves to hate, because they get so much media attention. So NFL news, man. Look, we talked about this last week. Shador, let's talk about these rookie quarterbacks.
Hold on.
First of all, give him a hand clap, brother. Yeah, man.
Big salute to Shador. Man. Go ahead, bro.
Big salute. Listen, the Browns and Shador Sanders, they shut up the doubters last Friday. He had 2 touchdowns and a dub against the Panthers. And the 2 touchdowns he threw, when they was rocket on the money through the defense hands, touchdowns. So, and I'm not going to get on the Shador bandwagon. I'm just saying we talked about where they setting him up for failure. And every time they set this man up for failure, on whatever level, when the media want this, the media want that, he goes and he shuts them up. But here's the thing. Now, all of a sudden, he's not playing this week because he has an abdominal strain. So, okay.
Big salute to Shador for stepping up. You know what I'm saying? Also, big salute When they put that mic in front of his face, he's humble. Now on that field, he cocky.
Yeah.
But he's learned. When you talk on that mic, he's humble. And listen, man, it was like a proud black man moment because I felt like they was just trying to shush this kid up. And it's really not because of him. It's all about his daddy. And like they can't say nothing about his daddy. He a Hall of Famer. So let's get the kid. Almost type thing. And because, even the Browns themselves, man, like he's number 5. He was on the 5th on the depth chart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He moved up one spot to number 4. I think this dude has NFL talent. He's a very good quarterback. Now, is he a starter right now? No, he's not a starter right now. But he served himself well, and I think he made more believers. And it may not be for the Browns, but some other team will mess with him. Because the Browns, I think they're gonna be too stupid and not keep him.
Yeah,
he's gonna go be a star somewhere else. Go ahead.
And they're gonna be looking crazy. Moving on to other rookie quarterbacks. I know he's not technically a rookie, but Vikings' J.J. McCarthy saw his first action since getting injured last year. Look, he went 4 for 7. It was only one series, 30 yards. It's the fact is he got hurt in the preseason and he came back in the preseason. Those are nerves. That's a mental thing. So when you're looking at it from that standpoint, it's like, man, I'm back in action. The last time I was on this field in the preseason, I got hurt. But he went 4 for 7, 30 yards. You dig what I'm saying? Titans number 1 pick, Cam Ward, played one series. He went 5 for 8, 67 yards, and a blowout loss for the Titans. So the Titans got a long way to go because it's just what it is. Giants, Jackson Dart, he went 12 for 19, 154 yards. He played a little longer with a TD and a win over the Bills. Saints played Tyler Shaw. He went 15 for 22, 165 yards. He threw a touchdown and he threw one pick and a loss to the Chargers. So those were your top quarterbacks that went over Shador. And I didn't put up how many yards Shador had, but he had more touchdowns. He did a little better than what the other guys did. Now, Cam Ward only played one series. McCarthy only played one series. But Jackson Dart, Tyler Shaw, they played almost a complete game.
Well, you have to think about that. Cam Ward and what's the dude for Minnesota? I forgot his name.
McCarthy, JJ.
McCarthy. Both of them, their spots are solidified.
Oh, they are.
So that's why, you know what I'm saying?
They are.
Tyler Shuck, I think that's how you say his name. Whatever. Him and Shador, they spots are not solidified. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they play more. But good luck to Shador, man. I'm happy that at least that one outing, he shut a lot of people up.
He shut a lot of people up for the one outing.
He may come out there and be trash again the next time he play, but hey, at least you got one. You got one good game tape.
Right. There you go. And a quick signing real quick. Bills re-signed running back James Cook, 4-year extension. Very smart man. This man he was putting up OJ numbers. I'm talking about OJ the juice. We ain't talking about if it don't fit or quit. Okay. Bad joke. Anyways, good signing for them. That gives your boy Josh Allen some more weapons. And continued weapon to keep going on because last season was definitely a disappointment in a sense for them not getting all the way to the Super Bowl. Moving on to MLB news real quick, AL division leaders. We know that these guys play for 2 years before they get to the playoffs. So looking at the divisions in the American League, AL East, the Blue Jays are number 1. AL Central, you got the Detroit Tigers. AL West, both Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros are tied for first place. In the NL, look, the Cardinals ain't doing nothing at all. But NL division leaders, NL East, the Phillies, NL Central, the Brewers. The Brewers are actually on the 12-game winning streak right now.
The Brewers nice this year.
Oh, they very nice. That's how I know the Cardinals. We 500 at 61-61, but we just can't get it together.
No, this ain't
and then in the NL West, the Dodgers and the Padres are tied up. Look, San Diego is playing ball this year. And the Dodgers, they spend money like crazy. So, of course, they doing good.
All right, man. That's it for our What's Poppin' segment. What's Poppin' segment. Let's get into our soapbox segment.
Yeah, man.
Soapbox.
This is our soapbox segment where me and Rob go off for 2 minutes on whatever. Rob normally goes off on sports segment. I normally go off on whatever's on my mind. Sometimes we flip-flop. You just never, ever know. We have a time to look like this, and when it's over, it's over. I ain't buzzing nothing. It's over. As tradition, I always let my brother Rob go first. My brother, is you ready? Hold on.
Man.
Before you go, listen. You got to remind y'all, hit that like and subscribe button. If you have not hit the like button, if you have not subscribed to Not the Same Podcast, go ahead and do that right now. You ain't got to wait till the end of the show. You can do it now, fam. Do it now and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we are live. As tradition, I always let my brother Rob go first. My brother, is you ready?
I'm ready, man.
Let's go.
Listen, man, I got a confession. We in the dog days of sports. Football is in the preseason. We looking at signings when somebody goes to Utah, and I can care less. Celtics gave up. I forgot his name to go to Utah.
George
WNBA. Yeah, WNBA. I'll watch WNBA, but it comes on sometimes during the day, sometimes at night. With that being said, there's not a lot of sports selection to watch. And sometimes I find myself watching shows with Nikki. You dig what I'm saying? And we're talking about my 600-pound life and 90-day fiance, and I'm stuck watching this show, and I'm sitting there like this. Because, you're trying to get to QT in. And I'm like, why are we watching this mess? So then you find yourself, I'm watching these shows when she ain't around. And it's like, listen, now I'm like, because I walk out the room and I'll be like, what happened? Now I'm commenting on it. Why she got to be? Why she got to do this? Why she ain't doing that? That friend ain't no friend. He ain't going to help her lose weight. Listen, man, football, I need you to come back. I am ready for some football. Y'all remember that Monday night joint? Yes. I am ready, bro. I am ready for October 21st, NBA to kick. Brother, 90-Day Fiance, I can't even believe I got on here and talked about it. But I'm watching it like, man, he a plum fool. Why is he messing with old girl? She got a whole BBL. She only getting a green card. Listen, I like sports so much, I'm commentating on these shows, bro. Like, I'm like, come on, man. Her best friend's still big. She didn't when they got surgery. She did. This is me in the middle of the shows, bro. And I find myself commentating on these reality shows that I can't stand. But then I find myself going back watching it because I want to know what happened. Especially the parolee love when they get out of jail and now this dude playing old girl. And I'm like, dang, she a fool, cuz. Anyway, that's my soapbox because I found myself really. I watched the episode I missed. Yeah. Because I wanted to know if he got caught cheating. You did. Anyway, I need sports to come back.
We got to support our brother because he's going through. One quick, we don't normally do this, but I'm going to say this because Hagen's put it up. Hey, I was watching the stream tag on ESPN, was playing the other day, and it was lit. Yeah, we in the big bad part of summer. Then he said, big bro, you over there watching baddies with a bunny and a bathrobe?
No.
He better not be. It's one word, better not be. All right. Here's my soapbox.
Hey, I think I would have been a beast at Extreme Tag. Go ahead, bro. We all played tag in the hood.
So here's my soapbox. As Rob was speaking about earlier, the NBA is in a new contract deal with several networks, NBC, Peacock, Amazon Prime, just to name a few, which means some of your best games going to be in different locations this year. As he said, for the tournament, for the in-season tournament, all on Prime, basically, except for one or two games. MLK Day, I think it's still on ABC and ESPN. Then some of these marquee games, I think, going to be like Marvelous Mondays for NBC. Then it's going to be Sunday Night Basketball when Sunday Night Football ends. And I'm excited about that in that sense. Here's what I'm going to get to, though. So there was this one show that everybody was complaining about when these contract negotiations happened that everybody was scared was going to go away, which was called Inside the NBA. It was on TNT. And they worked out a deal where Inside the NBA will be played on ESPN, right? ESPN has the rights where it basically plays it, but TNT actually is putting on the show, kind of like Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is putting on his own show, but ESPN pays them and plays them over their air. Here's the problem. Before Christmas, Inside the NBA will be played one time until Christmas. Now, the question is this a good or bad thing? Now, most people that love the NBA, they love Inside the NBA because they goofy, they silly, they make it entertaining. But I'm going to come at it from another angle in my last 30 seconds or so. I think this is actually good for the NBA. Here's why. if you watch a show and 90% of the show they all saying, man, none of these dudes can hang in my time. None of these dudes ain't any good. This big dummy, he don't never go on the post. Over and over again. Guess what starts to happen through kind of osmosis? People believe that. So they believe these players ain't as good as what they say because the most popular show is drilling that in your head. Well, they got their shot to change the narrative. Maybe NBC will have their own show. Maybe Prime will have their own show. But NBA, step up now and change the narrative. Do better, please.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We already looking bad on Christmas because you got one of the marquee games being LeBron and Steph. Okay, I get it. They were great. These one words getting old. Invest in your new stars. The Pistons had a great season last year. How about we promote Cade Cunningham? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? How about we promote the Magic? They had a great Paolo Banchero is a very good player. How about we promote them? Player. How about we keep promoting Ant? How about we keep promoting the new guy for Dallas, your guy, what's his name?
Cooper Flag.
You know, Wemby. Let's put all the money into these new stars because you know what? In 5 minutes, all these old heads finna be gone. We got to move on, NBA. Stop being scared. Stop being scared. All right, man. On to our debate feud segment. Kobe definitely was a stopgap in between Jordan and LeBron. Yep. All right, man. This is our debate feud segment. Me and Rob go back and forth for 5 minutes over particular subjects you will see on the screen. When it's over, it'll just be over. All right. First subject for tonight, and Higgins will like this, is Jalen Hurts still an underrated quarterback after winning a Super Bowl? Is Jalen Hurts still an underrated quarterback after winning a Super Bowl? Mr. Davis.
I cannot answer that question until we see this season. The respect he gets or doesn't get. We're in the offseason right now, but what I will say is the disrespect of, I won't say underrated, but I think he's disrespected. Because guess what we talking about still? Josh Allen.
Yep.
Joe Burrow. Your boy Jackson, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I haven't heard no one say anything about Jalen Hurts this offseason. You see what I mean? Like we talking about Justin Fields going to the Jets.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers taking over because he went to Pittsburgh.
Corpse.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about the circle. They basically switched teams.
Right.
But I think he's being disrespected. Underrated, I won't know that until the season started. I do feel like he's getting disrespected as a quarterback and as a Super Bowl champion.
I think I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to give you this caveat. I think he's underrated because of the disrespect. The disrespect is causing him to be underrated because you are not hearing anything about him during this time. You're not hearing anything about the performance he did. Listen, for the last 3 years, 2 out of the last 3 years, he took a team to the Super Bowl.
He did.
All these other guys that get all this respect, they all get a big no when it come time to go in the Super Bowl. There's one other person that should be talked about in the same breath as Jalen Hurts. Now, there's other quarterbacks that are more talented, so to speak, more talented. But when it comes to winning, dog, when it comes to getting them dubs, we got to give Jalen Hurts his respect, bro. We got to. We got to give this man the respect. This man been winning since college. He was cold at Alabama. Then he took Oklahoma to the playoffs. Then he got to the NFL, and everybody said we might need to make him a running back or something. You know what I'm saying? Then he became a great quarterback for the NFL. Look, he may not look the way you want him to look as a quarterback, but my man, great. Period. Go ahead, bro.
They went 14-3 last year.
Yeah.
The only team that was better than were the Lions at 15-2, and the Vikings went 14-3. So they both shared the same records in that note. But listen, when they got to that championship, Hurts was unstoppable. Yeah. Against what everybody thought, we talking about nobody saw this coming. You dig what I mean? Like nobody saw this coming. And he's consistent. He's humble. He's not in no massage envy type conversations. No. Ain't nobody saying he just taking it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about him is what you want. And I think that's one of the reasons, because he's not that flashy, because because he does have QB IQ. Then you gave him a running game. And this is the difference between him and Lamar Jackson and what separates the two. Now, outside of the Super Bowl, they gave Lamar Jackson a running back. Yeah. Y'all saw what he did with it. They gave Jalen Hurts a running back, and y'all saw what he did with it. You know what I mean? Now, that could be coaching staff and everything, but just the IQ, his checkdowns, his progressions when he's going around was always looking for Saquon Barkley. You dig what I mean? To try to make sure they was getting to where they needed to be, and he led that team to a Super Bowl win. So, underrated, I think so. Your caveat was correct.
Yeah.
But what I will say is I will really see how underrated they treat him come this season because he's been consistent. Like I said, you didn't hit this came out of my mouth about Jackson. Y'all missed all opportunities for the Super Bowl. That was it. I mean, that's a done deal, bro. Y'all done with. Now, I can't say that about Hurts.
No,
I cannot.
No,
I cannot.
Cause Hagan said he been underrated this year. The year we lost the Super Bowl, he was in MVP talks. He ain't been asked to play at that level the last 2 seasons, but he can improve it, and people seem to forget. Listen, man, I agree with all what Hagan said, but this is the point. When the lights get big, he step up. That's what I say. When the lights are the brightest. The year they lost,
he was hurt.
He played better than Mahomes. Yeah. I stand on that. Stamp that. He was the MVP. He played MVP level the year they lost. You know what I'm saying? Me, you, and Hagan sat there in your living room and watched that joint. Yeah. Like, he came to play. They ain't lose because of him. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that dude is a winner. He don't have the look. And I don't mean, when I say he don't have the look, I ain't talking about because he black. I'm saying he don't have the look of the flashy. He don't have the flashy that other people want. He's too humble. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that man about business, he's a great player, man. So I think
controversy on that man,
bro. Yeah, none. There's no controversy on him. All right, man. Next question. Do you think Bill Belichick would be a good college coach for North Carolina? He is the head coach for North Carolina presently. Do you think Bill Belichick would be a good college coach for North Carolina? Mr. Davis.
I think so from the standpoint of naming alone. If I step into your living room, like, I know my record without Brady, but I know it with Brady, and we developed Brady. You dig what I mean? Like, we say all this because Brady went down to Tampa and dang near won 2 more championships. We know he got one. But you take that from egos and all that money to NIL deals and a little bit of money. Yeah. And you dealing with a coach who still got more money. So the respect factor, and he has winning pedigree under his belt. You know what I mean? He can bring in, hey, Tom, I need you to come talk to these boys. Hey, I need you. He has the resources. He's been in the NFL. He's been on the mountaintop of the NFL, and that gains instant respect. So I think from a coach perspective, he comes in with, this is not like college going to NFL. This NFL going down to college. That's
right.
And North Carolina hadn't been no slouches here lately in the ACC with their football program. Yeah. So the ACC is actually coming up. So I think he's going to be okay. I'm not saying he won the chip right off the rip. Oh no. But I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I haven't did all my research on North Carolina, but I'll say this: I think he'll be okay as for the area of coaching. He's going to be elite. Coaching situations and knowing what to do in certain type of situations and all that. The only part I think that could be trouble for him is recruiting. You know what I'm saying? Now, when he walk into the house of somebody recruiting, they dad gonna know exactly who that is. Oh, this is Bill Belichick. This is GOAT level coach. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, with these kids, man, like these kids are different. NIL is different. These kids are coming in driving Lamborghinis and stuff. You know what I'm saying? In most cases, these kids are making more money than them when they're coaches. Now, they ain't gonna be making more than they may make more money than he makes at North Carolina. They ain't gonna sniff none of the money he make for real though, or he made in his career. So they ain't gonna be the same. So it'll be interesting to me how he would deal with that. Like I don't think he's long for the tooth for college. And what I mean by that, I don't think he's gonna be there that long. I just don't, because I think he's an NFL coach. I think he's only coaching in college because nobody will hire him. Because I think the former owner, Robert Kraft, muddied his name in them streets a little bit. That's why I think he's even down there. He just took a coach because he's a coach. He loved to coach. One last thing, I'll let you go. But one thing that I think that could ruin his time in college is this girlfriend he get. Because she oversteps her bounds a lot. She be over-talking to him. You know, they had an interview, I think, on 60 Minutes. She was shutting down questions like running this man. This man's 70 years old, getting ran. He's messing with like somebody late 20s. You know what I'm saying? And getting little boy. And it's not about whether he's being little boy or not, but that don't look good. Like she be at practice and stuff. Little mom, you can't be doing that, and he's the authority there. Because they like, okay, are we listening to you or are we listening to her? That's why I think it'd be a problem. Go ahead, bro.
From on the field standpoint, because I didn't realize he was getting so they in the ACC. They went 4-4 in the conference last year. Of course, Florida State were 8-0. They was 8-5 overall. They were tied with Duke at 8-5. This is football we talking about. Clemson, Virginia Tech, Georgia Tech, NC State, Louisville, and Florida State. So the ACC is no slouch when it comes to football, especially with them Seminoles down there. That they got a story franchise when it comes to that school. I mean, Deion Sanders came out of there and some more folks. But the point that I'm making is, from this standpoint, I think they can be competitive in the ACC. I don't think they'll make the college football playoffs. And like you said, recruiting-wise, but now that teams can pay people, you got the talent and the scouts to possibly be able to go out and do that. You dig what I mean? Like you got insight. Yo, go holler at this person for me, where you ain't getting no sanctions because it's not the 80s and the 90s. You can actually go do some of that stuff.
Yeah, I agree, man. Hagan say recruiting, he gonna be fine off his name alone, but can he come up with a winning game plan without Brady? That's a very good point because he's dealing with college kids, not GOAT level quarterback. So,
Petty,
I ain't put it up. I saw it though. He's silly. He's silly.
I wouldn't be surprised in today's time. Yeah. So that's it on Belichick. Will he be good? I think he'll be cool. He just got to give us some time because, like Deion Sanders, it took a season. You know what I mean? It's different. It takes a season.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I agree. All right, man. Next subject. We're going to get into our divisional previews again. We're going to start with the AFC East. We'll go 5 minutes, maybe even longer on this one, man. AFC East, first team we're going to go with. Let me see. Let's go with the Buffalo Bills. Is this the hold on, let me get this right. Excuse me for a second, bro.
Last year, 13-4.
Yeah. Buffalo Bills, last year 13-4. Like you said, Rob said earlier, the first most recent transaction, they re-signed James Cook to a 4-year contract extension and some other stuff. What do you think about the Bills?
In this particular this season outlook in this particular division, I think they can take the AFC East with no issues. Listen, they picked up 3 more wide receivers this past offseason, a fullback, 3 running backs because they re-signed Cook like we talked about. They re-signed Ty Johnson also, and then they picked up Darrington Evans. These may not seem like a lot of things, but it means something. Not to mention, they agreed on terms to a new 6-year deal with Josh Allen. So now your quarterback happy. And then they did some stuff on the defensive side. When you look at this division with everybody that's in it, Dolphins, Jets, and Patriots, I mean, all those 3 other teams in this, they in shambles. Patriots and Jets don't have a proven quarterback. And the Dolphins, we don't know what's going to happen because, I mean, I can't never think of my man name. Who's the quarterback down there?
Tua.
Tua. I don't know what his health looks like.
Right.
What one big hit gonna happen because I'm actually rooting for the Dolphins, but in this division, I think the Bills will come out on top again this season, barring no injury. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I think the Bills gonna have another good season, and because of Josh Allen. Listen, Josh Allen, they got rid of Stephon Diggs last year, and they thought, well, it won't be as good. He made other wide receivers look good. Wide receiver can make a bad quarterback look good, and a good quarterback can make a bad wide receiver look passable. You know what I'm saying? They can throw you open. They can do a lot of things for it. Josh Allen is an elite level quarterback. You know, MVP last year, I believe. Elite level quarterback. Them re-signing Cook, I think, is good as well. And I like their coach. I think he's above average coach. I don't think he's great, but I think he's above average. And I think he's pretty good. I think they're going to have a pretty good season, especially in this particular division, as Rob said, because nobody other the Dolphins ain't threatening them because Dolphins can't play in the cold. You know what I'm saying? So first time they had to go up there and play in Buffalo, it's a wrap. And Tua is always injury prone, but we're not talking about them at this point. So yeah, man, that's my thoughts on the Bills, man. I think they'll be all right. Let's move on to, since we brought up the Dolphins, man. What you think about the Dolphins, bro?
Same thing. The Dolphins just need to be able to finish later in the season. And the problem is everybody in their division plays in cold weather. And so they got to go to New York, they got to go to Buffalo, New York, and they got to go to New England. You know what I mean? So it's cold, and they have their issues. They were 8-9 last year.
Yeah.
Tua can't seem to stay healthy, and then they had some off-season. Then they had some in-season issues dealing with this and that, like soap opera type stuff. And you can't expect to focus on the game when you got distractions going on.
Mm-hmm. You know, one of their big moves over the summer was they traded away Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith for Minka Fitzpatrick from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Minka Fitzpatrick is pretty good. The biggest thing about this, once again, is the quarterback. We can say this for every team. Will Tua be? Oh, that's weird. Excuse me. Will Tua be healthy? That is the biggest thing.
That's
He's
the
injury
biggest
prone.
thing.
He still don't know how to slide right, so he keep having these concussions.
Right.
And I think he have another one. My man might have to retire. Seriously, because he be looking at his when he fall and his fingers be seizing up like it looks scary, like it's something really wrong with him. And I think that brother is skating on thin ice, man. They did kind of want to. They need to sign an offensive line. They just recently signed one. That's what I was about to say. Jermaine Ifedi. I don't know how to say it. They wait to backup quarterback. But the biggest thing for them, man, is totally Tua. Will Tua be able to be all right? And they got a frustrated Tyreek Hill over there. You know,
and that's what I'm saying. The antics, on-field antics with Tyreek Hill. You don't know what we're gonna look. Tyreek, you're not in Kansas anymore.
You are not, and you're definitely not. Yes, you're definitely not. You have different quarterbacks. One day you said out your mouth, Tua is just as good as Patrick Mahomes, and that is a huge no. You was out your rabbit mind.
Yeah. So, but you gotta amp yourself up. They picked up a running back in Alexander Madison. They didn't pick up any Madison, is what I was about to say.
Yeah.
They re-signed Dwayne Eskridge. I don't know if that's any good. And Nick Westbrook signed a 2-year deal with him. That's trying to give Tua weapons. But the one thing they did, they signed Zach Wilson to a 1-year deal because of Tua. And that those moves like that, you know, when you talked about Shador may not end up with Cleveland.
Right.
Tua get a concussion. Y'all might want to look at bringing Shador down to Miami. Yeah. That's not a bad thing. Let him go into Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Bring him in on the depth chart, and then y'all go from there. That wouldn't be a bad fit for him because it's warm. He could play in the cold because he played in Colorado. You see what I'm saying? So those things wouldn't bother him from that standpoint, man. But that's just my opinion on the Dolphins.
Moving on to the New England Patriots. Over the summer, they got a new coach, former Tennessee coach who also played there back in the day. Elevated a quarterback that was a rookie last year. He had a decent year last year. Drake May. You know what I'm saying?
Stephon Diggs got re-signed.
Yeah. So, you know, some of the things with New England Patriots. What are your thoughts about them, bro?
You hit the no button. They're going to be right back down at the bottom. They was 4-13 last year. I'm not sold on Drake May. You dig what I mean? I'm just not. He had a decent season, okay. But my thing is, you got Stephon Diggs back. Maybe Stephon to be cool. You know what I'm saying? He happy off the field. You dig what I mean? So, well, would that be a distraction? Because
I don't know if he's still. Well, anyway, it don't.
They are.
Go ahead,
they are.
Okay, I thought they
are.
Called it quits.
No, that was social media mess. But that stuff right there, what you just said. You see how that took that distraction, and I'm using you as an example, but that distraction right there can be a distraction in the locker room. It only because it was becoming a distraction to your boy what's the tight end with Swift? I don't even know the boy's name no more.
Kelsey.
Yeah, so Kelsey, it's a distraction.
I don't know the boy's name no more.
When you have somebody with a higher profile than you, my man don't even look in shape no more. He just partying. He's starting to look like his brother. But back to the Patriots. But back to the Patriots, Drake May, Stephon Diggs, they picked up Matt Collins. They signed him to a 2-year deal, and they picked up they re-signed Austin Hooper. But the bottom line is there's no names that really jumps out at you. Right. And Joshua Dobbs, they signed him to a 2-year deal to back up Drake May, but what does that really matter? So we'll see.
Yeah, this ain't the year for them. You know, they may be respectable just because Mike Vrabel is a very good coach. Not great, but he's a good coach, so he can make you at least average. Kind of remind me of like, you know, Jeff Fisher-ish a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
All right, man. Last one. New York Jets, Jets. What do you think about the Jets, bro?
Jets. No. They got Justin Fields. You dig what I mean? Justin Fields. But they brought in a new GM and a new coach. So they're trying to revamp everything. Coach. Yes, they're trying to revamp everything that you could possibly do. Justin Fields, I think he got the shaft from Chicago to Steelers, and I hope that he finally has a good season up here in New York. I really do, because that young boy went up to Chicago with the most dysfunctional front office that you can possibly think of as a rookie. Then it's your fault because they don't give you anybody to protect you. I digress on that. Then the Steelers, that was never a thing, and now they swapped for Father Time to Mighty Joe Young and Justin Fields. So we'll see what happened, man. It ain't nothing really jumping out at me with them. A bunch of re-signs. They signed. What I will say about the Jets, they signed three new wide receivers to try to help: Tyler Johnson, Josh Reynolds, and Garrett Wilson. They signed them, and then a lot of stuff on the defensive side. So they're trying to amp up their defense.
Yeah, their big off-season signing was Justin Fields, and I want the best for him though. You know, I don't think Justin Fields is trash. You know, I think he kind of holds the ball too long, but you know, a good coach can help him with that. Somebody just got to be patient with that guy because he has talent. You know what I'm saying? He's ran more since he's been in the NFL, but when he played Ohio State, he was more of a pocket passer. So, you know, it's in him. And I think, you know, they just need to stick with him, man. But as for them going to a playoffs this year,
no.
The toast of this division is the Bills, really. And then, you know, next, you know, number one, Bills is actually in order. Bills, number one, Dolphins, number two, Patriots, number three, and lastly, the Jets. Well, it's tit for tat. Number 3 and 4, the Jets and the Patriots. I think they're going to have similar records.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go to, hold on a second, AFC. We're going to West. Denver Broncos. What you think about the Broncos, bro? I'm going to change the thing on the screen in a minute. What you think about the Broncos?
Father Time, Bo Nix, he's 35. I don't care what nobody say. He spent 9 seasons in the.
Is it me doing the West or the South? Was it the South or the West?
No, the West was next.
Okay.
And then the South. I mean, it's so I don't know which one
we'll just do the West today. I change this while you talking.
Okay, so we'll do West because it's the South got some stuff going, but we'll do the West today. I'm not really sure. The Broncos went 10-7 last year. Bo Nix had some signs of greatness. I'm not gonna stunt. Like he had moments where he looked pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But the question for Bo Nix is, what does he have around him? I can't even tell you. And this may be a bad job on me speaking on some stuff because I don't know what he has. They picked up 2 quarterbacks in the offseason. They re-signed Kareem Hunt as a running back. They signed the running back Elijah Mitchell, Marquise Brown. They re-signed Juju Smith Schuster, whatever his name is. Schuster, no disrespect, my guy. But I mean, they re-signed some of their wide receivers to keep them around Bo Nix, but they middle of the Go ahead, bro.
I mean, I got big. You know, I don't think they're gonna win a lot, but I believe Bo Nix got this team to the playoffs last year, so I think they're a decent team. Bo Nix is a decent quarterback. Yes, he's old as us, but that boy seasoned. And you know what he's doing, man. I think Denver Broncos are gonna be all right. If the voice was watching, this is his team. I think they'll be okay. Not great. They'll be okay. Mediocre, but, you know, not bad mediocre, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you have basically a second-year quarterback, and you're on the way up. They got to get some help around him and build that team up for them to go further than what they did the last year. All right, next, this is an easy one. Kansas City Chiefs, bro. What we thinking about them?
I think the Kansas City Chiefs got a chip on their shoulder.
Absolutely.
They got a chip on their shoulder. I think Kelsey, I know I was playing around a minute ago. I think Kelsey has a chip on his shoulder because my man was career low in everything last year. You dig what I mean? And, you know, when you're happy, I get it. But now it's time for them to get it. They trying to build dynasty level type stuff. And they are, in my opinion, a dynasty, no doubt.
100%.
But when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs, what they ended up doing. I'm sorry, I said all of those signings. The signings I just named was not for the Broncos. That was actually for the Chiefs. That was for the Chiefs. So the Kareem Hunt, the Elijah Mitchell, Marquise Brown, Juju Smith, what's his last name? Schuster. Those all re-signed with, and then they re-signed signed two quarterbacks to back up my man Shop Show Bob. I can't even think of his name right now. The quarterback, Mahomes. Yeah, thank you. So, I mean, yeah, that's it there.
Yeah, Chiefs, man, they're gonna be a team on a mission this year. Point blank period.
I believe
they come back trying to get this Super Bowl. Travis Kelce, he got a podcast with his brother. His brother got a real big personality. Actually had his fiance on there with him, and he looked at himself and said, "Okay, yeah, I didn't look right last year. I'm coming back focused." He got focused based on watching his soon-to-be wife, I guess, get ready for her big tour and get out there and perform for like 5 hours, and seeing what she was doing to get herself together for her. So he was out there loving life and letting himself go, and she's still keeping herself together. You know what I'm saying? He said he got encouraged watching this lady. Whatever it takes, my boy. But get back and be ready.
Yeah,
be ready and get out there on the field and handle your business. So, that's it for the Chiefs, man. We ain't go deep into the Chiefs. We sorry, Will Smith, but listen, your team been good since forever. But let's go to the Raiders. New coach, new quarterback, new everything. Man, what you think about these Raiders, bro?
I'm actually rooting for the Raiders this year.
Mm-hmm.
You got Pete Carroll up there. Geno Smith reunites with Pete Carroll because they was in Seattle together. So Geno Smith back out there. They signed Philip Dorsett, Colin Johnson, and wide receivers. But I'm gonna tell you what they did. The defense, 2 edges, defensive line, linebackers. They signed like 4 different linebackers, cornerbacks, and safeties. Like, they are not playing no game on the defensive side, especially when you finish at 4-13.
Yeah.
One of the worst records in the league last year. I think only the Titans had a worse record than they did. Titans and Browns at 3-13. So they only won 4 games. It's nowhere to go but up. If you have a 500 season, you had a winning season at this point.
Yeah, I agree, man. Listen, I think the Vegas gonna be a lot better. It's gonna be a lot better for them because it's gonna be competent. Pete Carroll's a good coach.
Yes,
you know
he
what I'm
is.
saying? Now he's not exactly what he used to be. He may be a little bit past his prime. He's still a good coach though. You know what I'm saying? And the quarterback, what's his name again? I forgot his name.
Geno Smith.
Geno Smith, man. He's playing the best he's ever played in his career. Last couple of years he played for Seattle. He had, they wrote me off. I ain't right back. He was in his bag. So he's playing better later in his career. I think he's got a better quarterback. So they would be much more respectful than what they were for the last forever.
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? For the last forever, they're gonna be much more respectful, man. So I'm interested and I'm rooting for them, like Rob said, to see what they do this year because I think they're gonna be much better, much better.
I think because they got veterans on this team, that's what's gonna help. And Pete Carroll's not gonna let you not play with pride. You dig what I mean? So
right.
The one thing I'll say, the fan base is there.
Yeah, man.
So if you're going off of the fan base, your stadium, the stadium off the chain, by the way. We done flew over it plenty of times, just ain't been in it yet. Yeah. But the fan base is off the chain.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. You got Pete Carroll, so it's a new outlook on life, if you will. I just think the Raiders could possibly. Now. Let me say this for everybody. I'm not saying the Raiders getting ready to win this division. I still think because you got to think they in the division with the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Broncos.
Yeah.
But I do think they can go 500.
Yeah. All right, on to the Chargers, man. Thoughts on the Chargers, man?
Trey Lance looked good last week.
Man, they ain't the starter. Trey Lance is backup. They got Justin Herbert. They got Fabio.
I get it. They got Fabio. They got Fabio out there. Sunshine. They got Sunshine down in Jacksonville. Yeah. But they do. But Trey Lance looked good out there last year. And what I'm saying by that is now you got depth at the quarterback position. You're not just relying on it. And yes, Herbert is that guy. I think the Chargers last year they went 11-6. But they was dealing with they was second in the division. But I I think it's going to go like this the way it went last year. I think it's going to be Chiefs. The only difference is I think the Broncos will be under the Raiders. But I think it's going to be Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, Broncos in the AFC West next year.
I have big faith for them in the regular season. I like their coach, Jim Harbaugh. Is a very good coach.
Yeah,
He's good with
very good
quarterbacks
Yep.
and all that. But I don't trust Justin Herbert in the playoffs. This man lost a big lead to literal Fabio in the playoffs, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and lost it. He has not proven to me that he can be good in the playoffs. I think he is like a quarterback. He was made, like, created by, listen, we believe in God. I'm just saying the saying. Created by the gods. You know what I'm saying? Like, he sculpted, he's tall, he's big, he's muscular, he's strong, pretty throw when he throw the ball. Everything looks right.
Looks right.
But when it comes to winning big, like the opposite of Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, don't nothing look right. But when it comes to winning big, he win. With him, everything looks right with Justin Herbert. But when it comes time to win, he don't really show up in the big games, man. So that is what I think of doing them without the help of their coach. Now, I think Jim Harbaugh can put a battery in this boy back, help him play better above his skis, so to speak, or better than what he used to play. But until I see him do it, I ain't going to believe it. That's me, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you. He got to prove something. He has to prove something. And I'm not sure what their record has been over the last few years outside of us having their record up from last year, 11-6.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. What about the people around them?
Yeah.
Are they giving them the time? Yeah, you get into the playoffs, but I saw him a couple of times last year hit his receivers right dead in the numbers and boom, drop. You dig what I mean? Running backs not averaging what they need to average when they get to the playoffs. He's still the same guy.
Right.
But if your team is shrinking back around you while all this is happening, I don't really think it's too much you could say about it, bro. Honestly.
Hey, Mark Jackson, they ain't gonna say he great till he win a Super Bowl. Justin Herbert, I ain't bigging you up till you win some playoff games. I'm sorry. I agree with all what you said.
I'm with you on that.
The losses go on the coach and the quarterback. Always.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes.
No matter what. No matter what.
You the star. You the one they gonna see on the pictures, brother. So
yeah,
it is what it is. All right, brother. That's it.
Honorable mention on the one word of the day, bro.
Oh, you got one? Okay, well we'll just put it up and we'll talk about it. I don't know who. This one word. No. Of the day. Okay, WNBA is not the one word of the day.
No, the one word of the day are fans.
Oh.
And it's the hating fans of Deion Sanders.
Oh, come on, brother. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. This man was fighting for his life and had to get emergency surgery. Mm-hmm. And I saw fans who was hoping he died, hoping he stopped coaching football out in Colorado. There's no place for him. The hatred that these fans show, and these not even fans, these are idiots at this point. Y'all are the one words of the day. Any idiot, the idiots fans are the one words of the day. You idiots throwing dildos out on the floor at WNBA games. You idiots that's hoping that when someone gets injured, they're dead. Like, you're not a fan at that point. You think what I mean? You're an idiot. Because fans is supposed to go and enjoy the game, and you root against the other person. And I get competition in the spirit of competition. Me and my brother went to a Miami Grizzlies game, and I recorded the fact that we blew them out, and I recorded it. I was acting like a fan. You dig what I mean? A butthole fan at that, because I had the camera on my brother. But it was never no level of disrespect where I wanted, when someone goes down, you want that man to die. And but for me, the one word of the day is for all you fans that think that you're such a fan that you want the opposite team, or you want this black man, or you want this white man, or whoever to die when something bad happens to them on their health. It has to be a separation. And that's not a fanatic. You're an idiot. And that's my one word of the day. Didn't know I was going to talk about it, but just some of the stuff that I saw from X, some of the stuff that I saw on other social media outlets, going toward Deion Sanders, and this man had to get this emergency surgery. It's disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be that. And it shouldn't be that. So for all you fans that are at that level where you feel like you got to do some of the most disrespectful stuff that I don't mind heckling. Heckling happens. Talking noise happens. But when it goes to that level where you blatantly disrespecting, and kids are out there and they can see some of the stuff that's going on, now you need to be banned for life. Go into your little cubicle or your box or wherever you watch your games at and sit down and with your bonbons in your mama basement or wherever it's at. And then for the ones who got power, come on, man, y'all need to be doing better than that. That's my soapbox / one words of the day, or for all you idiotic fans that take it entirely too far.
Yeah, I'd say this, in general, fans, yes, they take it too far. But for Deion Sanders particular, those comments, those are racially charged.
Those are racially charged.
They don't like him because he's a confident, loud black man, period. He's very loud. But you know what happens with some of these fans? He's exactly what they are. There's a lot of fans that are confident, loud, God-fearing, talk about their faith. He do all those same things that they'll say, oh, that's a good American. That's a good old boy. But it's bad because it's Deion, because he's a confident, loud. He don't take nothing from nobody. He don't even cuss. And they hate him. You want this man to die. Yep. Check the hate in your own heart, fam. That's what I say for that. Check the hate in your own heart. You want somebody to die over some sports stuff, it's more than sports for you. It's a race issue that you got in your heart that you need to get dealt with. But this is not the Bible study, but you still need to get it together with your hating self.
Your hating self. No weapon form.
None against me, for real. Go ahead, brother.
Have you ever thought I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? How can I help support them? How can I be a blessing to them? Look, we said this earlier, but we're going to add something to it. Hit the like, subscribe, notification button.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't catch us live and you come back and you watch the replay on Life Show TV, shout out to them. MTMB Sports, shout out to them.
Yeah.
When y'all watch the show, comment on it. You can still comment. The comments still come up. We still go back and we see them. So, and it gives us a notification that the comment came. Trust me, see on myself, if the comment is worth commenting on and nothing foolish, we'll say something back like, yo, good point, yada, yada, yada. That's what this show is all about. So you can also support Not the Same Podcast, Cash App, notthesamepodcast.com/support. Though all three will be updated this Friday coming up. So if you're going to the website like, I can't see the last couple of episodes, then go to YouTube, one word. You can catch all of them. They all there. You know what I'm saying? The clips, the snippets, the everything. Just subscribe. That's all you got to do.
That's right, man. All right, listen. We'll be back tomorrow with our Music and Faith show, Music and Hot Topic show. Make sure you tune in exact same time. You tune in today. We'll be playing some of the latest and greatest of CHH and positive hip-hop, and also talking about some of the hottest topics in the world. Not always Christian. Sometimes it's just whatever's going on from a Christian perspective. Make sure you tune in, man. With that being said, I am C. Micah.
I'm Robert Dean.
And we is out, man. We will see y'all tomorrow, man. We out of here.
Tell them it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it Not the Same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same. Culture not the same. Boy, I feel like Robert Dean. And just like Robert been redeemed, glory to the King. I feel like C. Micah, this music with faith in it. Put the word on 808, I'm talking great. Steph Curry with the shot. Boy, I'm talking long distance. Boy, you messing with a Grizzly, you would think I played in Memphis. We be going back and forth, it's like Serena playing tennis. But it's LLC's up in this thing, that means we stand it's not the same. This the podcast, and we call it Not the Same. Yeah, this the podcast, not the same. Faith, culture, talking sports, get it in your brain. We might debate the golden and tell you that Jesus reigns. Then knock an episode about the part we not the same.